Hey y'all, welcome back. Cooking the apples. I did not do it when I said I was going to do it. Today is the day the video is going up. I'm a bum, but I'm hungry, which is good. So I'm getting ready to tilt the camera down. You won't see much more of me through the video. Yeah, I ain't in no video mode, but I will show you guys. I've already cut up my apples, right? I'm getting ready to put a little more lemon on it. And then I'm going to get started with cooking them, and then we'll be popping in and out through the video. All right, be right back. Okay, y'all, here we go. First step, look at my gorgeous pumpkin pot. Cast iron. Got it on sale. This one was $25. I'm going to sit the lid over here on my toaster for a second. That's heavy. Okay, so now I just got finished drying this out with a paper towel because I washed it. So make sure I ain't had no lint in there. Okay. There you go. Now, first things first, my secret ingredient is the bacon. Okay. Then we have apples. I had these little small Granny Smiths. I had a couple big Granny Smiths. And I had these that are called crisp sweet. They're a liking to Galas, supposedly. It's my first time using them. And then I have ground cinnamon. You can use any spice you like. This is, like I said, this is my grandmother's recipe. She passed it on to my mother, and my mother made it, and I loved it, and she passed it on to us. I got salt. You only use a little teeny pinch of salt because everything in the world needs a pinch of salt. You don't want to taste it, though. Okay, you do not want to taste the salt. And then I have sugar, and you're going to need a little bit of sugar. And I use raw sugar, the brown raw sugar, not brown sugar, but I use raw sugar. Okay, and that's the ingredients. Oh, lemon. I'm going to show you my lemon, and then I'm also going to make some sausage. Oh, I got it over here like I should, because y'all can see it. I got some sausage I just took out the freezer, and then it's going to go on. It's going to have cornbread with it. Okay, so here's my lemon. Right, I'm just going to cut this. I have this in the best possible way for y'all to see it because, see the pot. All right, I'm going to squeeze. I have a medium-sized lemon. I'm going to see how much half of this will get me because I just want to let it go over the apples. Now, the browning process on sweet apples don't bother me because there ain't nothing but the sugar's coming out. It ain't like it's bad. Now, if you see one of them old brown rotted spots, then you got an issue. But how does this half a lemon look? Oh, perfect. It's only a little bit of juice in there. And I'm just going to put it right in here. Right on top of the apples. And that's only to stop the browning process. And like I said, it's just something they did. My mother and my grandmother did. Okay. So I'll let that sit for a few minutes. And then I will get this bacon going. I'm going to set that lemon to the side. Now, I'm going to use about 4 strips of bacon. Maybe 5. Yeah, I'm going to use about 4. And let me turn this pan on. Y'all, this is the secret ingredient. I'm telling you. I am telling you. I always put, again, because my mom did, I always put bacon in a cold pan, especially when you're using cast iron. When you first started, I don't know why. Well, I do know why. 1, it's not screeching hot. And 2, you give it a chance to start cooking in its own oil. Its own oils. Okay, it's about 4 strips of bacon. And I'm going to let this go until I get the grease off of it, right? After I get the bacon grease. Now, here's the thing. You don't want to use old bacon grease in this. I gotta wash my hands. You don't want to use old bacon grease because you're going to have a lot of the bits and bobbles and stuff in it already. And it has an old bacon grease does have an old taste. And it does fit in some dishes, but not this. Because really you want to just enhance the flavor of the apples. All right, I'm going to let this cook. And I will be right back when I get ready to put the apples in. And then we'll go from there. All right, y'all, part 2. While I got the bacon is still going here. Let me turn it down since I'm going to be taping this. I'm going to turn on this burner here, right? Here's my pans. You know I love these, the Gotham Steel. I told y'all about them. I got a whole set, plus a couple extra pieces. Do you know I never took that one back? I kept it. I'm a hot mess. The one I bought that I already had, the exact one, I kept it. I know, y'all, ignore all of this. All of this is called cleaning day. Okay, so I got this going. I'm going to let it get a little hot because I want to brown up these sausage links because that's my other part of the meal. And then after I brown up my sausage links, I might cook another 2 slices of bacon only because I'm a bacon girl. I like bacon with my food. So, because these, the ones that's in here cooking, the ones that's in here cooking will be eaten by yours truly with her dinner / apple. So I'm gonna have a early dinner today, so I might have it again for a snack, and I'll show you what I mean. Now, guys, if you're vegetarian, this part right here you skip. You can just start it with butter. You can just start this part here with start the apples with butter. Just plain old simple butter. And then I'll show you from the step I put the bacon in. But I'm gonna do this, and let me get this paper towel and wipe this again, because I just got a little steam and water in there. Okay, so as this gets done, I will drop, and as this starts to get hot, actually I'll just drop it in. I just defrosted these a little bit. I had them in the freezer. I buy the big packs and then I put them in packages of whatever in the freezer so I can have them. So I defrosted them a little bit. And I'm going to just brown these up. These are the ones that's from like Walmart or Kroger, and you get like 14 in a pack. Just basic, regular breakfast sausage. So anyway, again, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Didn't that sound all excited? All right, so this is screeching hot. I'm going to drop about maybe 3.5 to 4 tablespoons of butter because I got about 3 tablespoons of bacon grease. I actually didn't even have to cook it all the way. I'm going to put it in the other pan because the grease was really coming off of it. That's what I love about a cast iron pan. So now I got my butter in here, right? And look at all that juice going on in there, bubbling up. Ready for the apples. So now I don't season my apples first. I season it after it gets in the pot. So I'm going to show y'all. So here's my apples, right? And all I did was pour that lemon juice on it to stop the browning process. Like I said, I have Granny Smith and Crisp Sweet is the name of it. So now I'm cooling down the pan some, so I turned the stove off. But this is bacon grease and butter. Which, come on now, come with a better combination. Try me if you want to. All right, I got my sausage going here. So now I'm just going to drop these apples in. Y'all, this would be a great Thanksgiving breakfast brunch while everything else is cooking. I poured the little bit of lemon juice that was in there. I poured it into. Okay, this would be really nice. These here, the handles on these get hot. Let me grab my pot holder, so I can really hold this. So now all I'm doing is just trying to get the butter and the bacon grease up top. Now you see you get a little bit of the bits of the bacon, you know, a little bit, but if it was old, that would not taste good on these apples. That's why I say you need the fresh bacon grease, like you just did it. Okay, so now I'm going to season it. Y'all, I'm telling you, the bacon grease makes the difference. I promise you. I've had them at different places, and I'm like, it's wrong. It just tastes like apple pie, right? When people make it. Some people, if you like nutmeg, feel free. If you like clove, feel free. If you like vanilla flavoring, feel free to put it in. It's just, do I have too much light over here? Let me make sure y'all can see. That might be better. Okay, so I'm opening up a new thing of cinnamon. I got rid of some old spices because I hadn't used them in so long. All right, now, measurement-wise, I don't know, right? Because like I said, when you know how it is when you learn from your mother, your grandmother, or whatever, or your aunt, or whatever, You just know, they say this. This is what they say. Just put a little bit of this. Just put this much. Right? So I just kind of dust off. And I'm figuring maybe a tablespoon and a half to your taste. Do it to whatever you like. Do it the way you like it. Okay? So maybe a tablespoon and a half. I don't know. Tablespoonish. Okay? I'm going to leave my butter out for a good reason. You'll see in a minute. And then this is sugar. This is, now again, put sugar, put this much. This is what my mother would say. This much right here. Yeah. So again, to your liking, I'm going to be a little, so I'm just drizzling a little bit on. I'm probably only using a tablespoon, maybe a tablespoon and a half. 2 tablespoons I would say is good for somebody. But I do have some sweet apple in there. Okay, so I just drizzled on. If I need some more, when I taste it, I'll add a little more. But I think you want to add it in so it could start to caramelize. And then you want to coat your apples. Some people I've seen, you know how you make your apple pie and you add all of this in? But when before you put the apple, I mean, you know, while it's still dry. I don't do that. I like to add it in with the bacon grease, after the bacon grease. The bacon grease coats the apples, and then that cinnamon and the sugar sticks better to me. And you know why? Because that's probably what my mom did. I tell y'all, I learned everything from her. I got a piece of bacon on here that got a little dark. Okay. But that's the good part. It's just going to be a crunchy bit in there. That's all. So here's my apples. I might add another sprinkle of the sugar because I want it to kind of caramelize. And this is not white sugar, so it doesn't work the same way. This is, you know, raw sugar. Okay, so probably, I'm going to say about 2.5 tablespoons in total I use. And I'm going to add just a sprinkle more touch of the cinnamon. So now 2 tablespoons of cinnamon and 2.5, close to 3 tablespoons of sugar. That's all I add. And the lemon, but then the bacon grease, it's frying up in the bacon grease and the butter. All right, so let me come back. I'm going to fiddle with these sausage links and finish cooking up that bacon in this pan. And then I'll be back to show y'all when it's done. So this was probably going to take about 20 minutes to 35 minutes, depending on how quick you're cooking it and what kind of pan you're using, how much you're cooking. So I can't give you an exact time, but this should be done. I'm going to check this in about 25 minutes and see where it's at. I just want them to soften. The crisp sweet apples will soften a lot faster than the Granny Smith. And then you got the sweet tart from the Granny Smith and the crisp sweet. So you're going to have more of a bite on the Granny Smith when you, you know, you're eating them. There'll be more of a bite. The crisp, whatever it is called, Swiss crisp sweet, they will be more mushy. So you'll get different textures in this too. And all the flavor. Okay, so I'll be right back. Y'all, it's only about 5 minutes in right now. But I just wanted to show you. Look at that. Look at the glaze coming off of there. It's only about 5 minutes in. It's really getting a good juice at the bottom. Let me see if I can get y'all to see that. Can y'all see that? The brown juice that's coming up there? I don't know if you can see it, but you see that? It's getting there, y'all. I'm going to cover it back up. And let it go. It's going to be so juicy and good. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, y'all, I'm back. It's been about 23 minutes or so. I'm going to take this off and get that steam off of there. I'm going to sit it right there. And here's the masterpiece. Here you go. Look at that. Nice and juicy. Now, got my meat over here. Let me take that out. And I'm going to heat. I bought store-bought cornbread. Don't do that. Don't do that. So I'm going to heat this up for about 30 seconds. And then I'm going to put a little butter on it. And y'all going to see how I put this here thing together. So this is all. I turned this off. This is nice and good. Nice bits, nice syrup in here. Cook down real good. Ooh, what was that? Oh, my plate must not be sitting right in the microwave. All right, I'm gonna turn that off anyway. Okay, I just heated up. It was breaking up and everything, y'all. I sliced. What I did was, can you see this? I sliced the cornbread. I cut it and then I sliced it and like filleted it and opened it up. Now I'm gonna take a little bit of butter. Grab this knife right here. Take a little bit of butter and just put it on there. You already got butter in the apples, but it'll melt itself. Just a little bit. Okay, then, y'all, here, look at this. I just put it right on top of the cornbread. Y'all, I'm telling you, this is a dessert. This is a dessert. Would you look at that? This is all wrong for your girl. All wrong. I'm going to save it. I'm going to save some. I ain't going to eat it all now. Okay. Ooh, that's hot. Let me get this thing. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I ain't finished yet. Okay. Then, I'm going to get me a couple pieces of sausage. And I overcooked my bacon a little bit, but that's okay. When I went to put it back in, I turned my back on it. And I got 2 pieces of bacon for now. Okay, so here is the pull together. Now, ignore my overcooked bacon. Ignore that. But look at that. Wait, let me lift this up. How about I do that? I'm using this tripod that had the tripod that had the suction cup on it. I'm liking it for cooking. I like it because actually what you have to do is you have to put moisture. Then use the little thing to push it down, the suction cup grabber. But here you go. It's fried apples. And I'm telling you, all the little bits from the bacon grease, it's so good. But you really taste the apples. Oh, and you know what? I forgot to show y'all. At the end is when I put a little teeny bit of salt. Just a little bit. Just like that. I put it in the pan and at the end after I cut off the pot. But yeah, so I just put a little bit on here. Look at that. So this will be dinner. One of them lazy dinners. This is a dessert. Just with the cornbread, I would leave off the meats and just have the cornbread and the apples. Y'all, look at that. I'm hoping you can see it. But yeah, I love it. I'm going to tell you, I'm getting ready to eat. Try it. Let me know if you try it. It is so good. The bacon grease is the difference. And then I just sit and I will chop it, and wait, let me get a fork. Look. I ain't going to look. Y'all know I'm going to be doing that mukbangy stuff. But I'm going to taste it. Father in heaven. Father in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. I have to pray. I feel like I really need the Lord's Prayer on this one, y'all. It's delicious. All right, y'all. Let me know if you try it. I'm going to try to get a thumbnail with that. If not, I'll put the ingredients. Because I might be eating it too fast. But anyway, thanks a lot for joining me. Let me know if you try it. Let me know, what you think. Whatever. I'm open for comments today. I'm getting ready to eat this. And then I'm going to clean up this mess. And then I'm going to relax for today. I'm taking a couple days off, guys. So I'll be back in a couple days. All right, y'all. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.